Only 36% of Americans have confidence in the value of a higher education. Many feel that college is too expensive, that it doesn't teach the skills that students need to succeed. Are Americans right to be skeptical about the value of a higher education? What if I told you there was a way to fix the value? Today, we're going to talk about how Americans shop for college, and then I'm going to give you some pointers on how you can do it better. As Americans, we suck at shopping for college. Or at least we do if return on investment is what we're going to use as our measuring stick for the value of a college education. So, how do Americans shop for college? Before we dive in, if you went to college, leave a comment down below. Where did you go and what did you study? If you didn't go to college, what made you decide not to go? For many families, the college search starts by looking at published rankings that you see all over news headlines. US News is probably the most popular and widely used ranking system. So let's take a look at that one. Now, US News uses several different factors, each one weighted differently depending on how important US News thinks that particular factor is. Without diving into too much detail on it, let me give you a quick rundown of the categories of factors and how much emphasis they put on each one. By far, the most heavily weighted category is based on various measures of student retention and what portion of the student population graduates in 6 years or less. Next are going to be factors concerning the faculty's careers, like their salaries, financial resources per capita, and research publications, and then the peer assessment or their reputation among other academic institutions. These three criteria make up 85% of the score. Then, way down at the bottom of the list, borrower debt and college grad earnings being more than high school graduates make up just 5% each. US News completely ignores cost of attendance as part of their rankings. So how could you possibly know if a school is worth attending if you don't even rank them using any sort of measure of cost? Clearly, these ranking systems are beyond broken, and the independent college admissions counselors and consultants that I know say to stay away from. Okay, so we've established that the popular ranking systems are pretty garbage for deciding how much a school is actually worth. What about the students? What do they look for in a school? Certainly, they care about the value and how the school can improve their financial futures, right? Pretty consistently, high school students have ranked the factors most important in the choice to go to college as better job prospects, earning more money, and better job security. Meanwhile, how students actually choose which school to go to reflects a very different set of priorities. In 2023, bestcolleges.com ran a nationwide survey of 1,000 respondents currently enrolled in undergraduate or graduate degree programs to see what factors were most important in their college choice. Most students cared about affordability, graduation rates, and hybrid or online format availability. Way down the list, second to last, was return on investment, with less than 1 in 5 students considering important in their decision. The only thing they cared about less was the test optional admissions policies. It is almost like they were raised to think that any college degree is a golden ticket to higher earnings. With over 80% of students not prioritizing financial value, should we be all that surprised that many are not getting the returns that they expected? If the vast majority of families are not using financial benefits as a key part of the decision-making process, colleges have no incentive to prioritize it. So how do you get better financial value from the college education experience? Start by including the college's return on investment as part of your decision-making process. You probably won't be very surprised to hear that what you study is just as or more important than where you study. The good news is about 75% of undergraduate programs provide positive financial value. But the bad news is 1 out of 4 undergraduate students are pursuing a program that leaves them worse off than if they didn't attend college at all. Generally speaking, STEM degrees have a better financial outcome than degrees in arts and the humanities. The majority of fine arts programs simply don't pay off financially. For example, Southern Methodist University or SMU's Bachelor's in Drama and Theater degree carries a financial return of negative $640,000 for those who graduate on time. On the other hand, their finance degree has a positive ROI of about $3 million in lifetime earnings. If you love the arts and are set on attending SMU, maybe consider degrees in design and applied arts or communications and media study. Both of those provide significant lifetime earning potential that's worth paying for school. Now, obviously, the financial payoff is not the only criteria you should use when looking at a school and picking a degree plan, but it is an important one, especially if you're concerned about making sure that the time and money spent in college is worth it. So, where can you go to find out what financial returns you should expect from a specific school or degree? The Foundation for Research on Equal Opportunity conducted a study on the ROI of higher education and have turned their findings into a free database available to the public. Just go to freopp.org, go to their multimedia tab, and go down to special projects section to find the ROI in higher education page. There they have the financial returns of over 41,000 higher education programs, including almost 27,000 bachelor degrees across the United States. If you found this video useful, check out our other videos on college financial planning.